Okay. Emily, you were called into work. Things have been pretty busy at K-Town recently, which they're not generally used to since this is late October. Usually Makaday was not exactly a big destination around this time of year. You know, the leaves are already mostly off the trees. Uh, there's not a whole lot going on at this time of year. So it's been a little bit weird, but lately there's been more tourists than usual because of the... First there was the dead Tentai. Well, they don't know that, but that it's called Tentai, but the dead monster that was photographed in the woods, and then there was this rumor of this mysterious mansion that went missing the next day. So now people are starting to see Makadewa as this kind of place for, you know, maybe something interesting will happen in town. So a lot of people have started coming here as tourists. So it's been a little bit more busy than usual. But right now it's about 3:30, almost 4. And so things are a bit winding down. And you think you're going to be able to leave work pretty soon. There's just a few customers in. Let's see. Oh, so how have things been at work? Let's ask that first.
It's been busy. My feet are killing me, and I can't wait to get out of here. Even if it means going home to Ruby, I just want to leave.
The fuck?
What about...
That's pretty bad if those are my two options and I pick Ruby.
what about in general? How have things been since you got this job?
Oh, in general, okay. I don't know. It's a job, and it's a place to live, if you could call it that. I just still feel like I'm pulled here to this godforsaken place for some reason, but things have been okay. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff right now.
Okay. So yeah, looking around, you only see a few customers, and most of them seem to have been served. But there is one person who just recently came in and is still waiting to have somebody take their order. Looks to be a kid. A younger kid.
What kind of kid? Like a female or male kid?
What kind of kid?
What kind of kid?
How old? What sex?
What type of kid is this?
A male kid. Probably about 8 or 9.
8 or 9. Okay.
Doesn't seem to be in with any parents or anything.
That's very strange. Okay.
You figure school may have just gotten out a little bit ago.
Okay. So I go over to the table. Hi, can I help you?
Okay, hang on. 1 second.
Would you like something to drink?
Oh, hi! Oh god, this voice is gonna be so hard to keep up.
Hi, little kid.
Where's
What do you want to
Geppetto?
drink? Do you want some milk?
Did you lose Geppetto?
Hang on. This is my very bad Angus MacDonald attempt. Hi. I don't want anything to drink. Okay, I have $4.27, and he just brings out like a big pile of change on the table. What could I get that I'll also have enough for tax and for a tip for you?
$4.27. Well, our lunch special is $7.95, including a drink.
Oh, that's not enough for that.
I might be able to work something out.
Well, but then I wouldn't be able to give you a tip if you did that.
That's okay. Whoa.
Hey, what the fuck?
That was Levi.
Levi's
Oh, well, that's
fucking
fine.
creep.
No, he's in fucking jail.
Little kid, are you possessed? Weird voice that came out of your mouth. Okay, don't worry about my tip. It's fine. We'll just take care of it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, that's very nice of you. Thank you. What's in the lunch special, though?
It's bulgogi, rice, steamed vegetables, a little kimchi on the side, and a soft drink.
I don't know what most of that is, but
Well, let me do my
all
job.
all the critics.
I don't know. For some reason, Ruby's
This is
still
Ruby.
in my
This is
head.
Ruby. No, I'm not in your head. I'm right over here, one booth over, waiting to get
Oh.
served. Waving my hands wildly in the
Oh.
air. Hello?
Ruby, just wait your turn.
Could I get some service?
I just roll my eyes and turn back to the little kid. So what are you where are your parents? Are you here by yourself?
Yeah. My mom's still at work, and yeah. So I was just hungry, and I didn't really want to have any of the food that we have at home, and I have a little bit of savings, so I figured it'd be nice to get something to eat out here.
Oh, did the school bus let you off here, or did you just come here right after school, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna meet my friends later, but yeah.
Okay, well, be careful because it gets dark early.
Yeah, I know. I live
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Wow.
Sassy.
What's
Really
your
sad.
name?
Oh, my name's Joey.
Oh, okay. Hi, Joey. My name's Emily.
Hi,
I'll be your
Emily.
waitress.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. So if it's not too much trouble, I guess I'll try the lunch special, but I'm really sorry that I'm not gonna have a tip for you. Because my big brother always says that you should always leave a tip because it's really nice.
Oh, your big brother's really smart. That's okay. We'll just you don't have to worry about it this time though.
Okay.
That's nice of you to think about it.
Okay. Thank you, Emily.
You're welcome, Joey. I'll be back with your drink.
And he just sort of nods and
I'm very
sits there
excited.
waiting.
Is Ruby really here? Let me go yell
Is
at her.
she? I mean, you could. I mean,
Yeah.
you've been at the other
Okay,
guy's
so
house
now I'm
for a
gonna walk
while.
over to Ruby.
Psst,
What
hey,
are you doing
Joey,
here?
hold on, I need to talk to Joey. Psst, Joey. Hey, Joey.
Hi.
Hey, you know, I'll pay for your meal if you just give me that money, and I'll I'll pay for both our meals.
Really?
Yeah, I have enough.
You'll leave
And
it.
Ruby stops and turns around and watches this when she's on her way to get a drink and walks back. Joey, don't give him anything.
Him?
Don't
Him.
listen to
What
her.
the fuck?
Joey, don't give this lady anything.
Oh, but she said that she'll pay for both our meals.
She won't.
And then you'll get paid and you'll get a tip.
She's just making a joke. Just ignore her.
Okay. I don't really understand why that would be a joke. It's kind of weird.
I storm
Mhm.
out. I storm out and I brush past Emily and I say, "You're sleeping on the roof of the RV tonight." Goodbye.
Is the wait? Is the RV parked outside? Wait,
Nope.
because I'm gonna be off in a minute.
You have to come find me.
That's okay. I
Get
have
on
my
my
phone.
motorcycle and I drive off.
Trying to steal this little kid's money. That's low. All right, Ruby. I was starting to like gain a new respect for you, but it's gone.
I'm 3 miles down the road already.
I'm talking to myself.
Emily's just saying this all in
Are you
earshot.
paging this?
I'm muttering.
Are
I'm
you
muttering under my
wait,
breath.
No, telepathy. Telepathy as I'm driving off.
Too far to telep you.
You get a telep me? Don't you dare.
Just imagine you.
My
I'm
Making-
angrily driving down the road, shaking my head, hearing her voice in my head, like pissed off,
It's-
just
and
trying to get out of range.
The farther you go, the more it fades. So good for you. Okay. Anyway, bring the kid back his soft drink. Your meal will be ready soon.
Okay, thank you.
Here's your drink. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. He sips a little bit at his drink. Doesn't seem to go for it too much.
Meanwhile, Levi and Zeke are rotting in a jail cell at the,
I know.
the
Yeah,
bottom of the
meanwhile-
city.
Meanwhile, well, Zeke is in jail, and Levi is over at the hospital, an hour away, with a bullet wound, and no idea of how he got there.
Yup. Typical day.
So, I want to know, how did this whole process go when you arrived at the hospital, in police custody, handcuffed, and with a bullet wound? How were things going for Levi? Also, how does that whole process go? Because I don't know anything about that.
It was fine. I was very cooperative because, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of all my mom's friends. So, like, I was, any more than I already was, I guess, by being there. But, they take off their handcuffs, but the police guy sits outside of your room and sits there and, like, make sure that you don't mess with stuff because, you can't really have your. Once I decided I wasn't like a threat to hurting people, they took it off and let me sit in my hotel, or not my hotel, my hospital bed. And I let them do the test, and I told them the story. Like, I just don't really remember what happened to me. 1 minute I was there, the next I wasn't, and I've been shot. I don't. I mean, what? I don't know. I guess it depends on what my wounds are. Do I have a collapsed lung? I mean, they could put a needle decompression and it'll like help my collapsed lung. And I mean, I can go through all this stuff, but like that's not fun.
No, you got shot in the shoulder, like
Oh, okay.
sort of grazed. So
Okay, well,
didn't
yeah.
hit
I guess
anything major, but it was.
Sure, they established IV access, and they make sure to get me some analgesia, and then they applied direct pressure, bandaged up my wounds, took some blood work, et cetera, and I'm sitting in the hospital, I imagine.
Yeah, if Brian Nelson was still alive, he'd be acing a test right now.
No, I mean this is basic shit, But R.I.P. Brian Nelson. Paramedic wannabe. He'll never accomplish his goals now.
Damn shame.
Such senseless
It's a shame.
violence.
Yeah.
So, I guess they sort of work on stabilizing you. And are you gonna do anything while you're at this hospital?
I'm gonna flirt with the nurses a little bit.
Wonderful.
But other than that, I'm just gonna do what they asked me to do because like I don't want to get any more trouble than I already am in.
Okay. So.
I mean, what do you want me to do?
No, I just because you were considering something.
Yeah,
I just
But
want to.
apparently, only my actions have consequences. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm gonna write it out. And I'm gonna jail
Wow.
forever. I'm just saying, you guys stole a dog.
I got
The dog was not armed, and I didn't lunge at the dog when he had a gun and pointed at me.
Well, you would have.
I got in big trouble for that.
You didn't.
Yeah, I did. You
Would
didn't listen
not have
to it
done
yet. It's my side scene.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine you got in big trouble for it.
Well, I would have, but I'm good at getting out of it. I'm like, I didn't charge the police officer. I'll tell you that much.
Apparently, she's not a police officer.
Or a county coroner or whatever.
Yeah,
Somebody with a gun.
Yeah, she's a coroner, but she carries a gun. Yeah.
I cooperate fully.
Okay. So, They'll probably be keeping you overnight, I would assume, for a gunshot wound.
Sure, why not? They admit me. All right, cool. I get my own room upstairs. I mean, I got my own room upstairs. It's really cool. Like maybe there's a TV. I don't know.
Yeah, there's definitely a TV. What do you
Fuck
watch
yeah.
while you're in
Oh,
police
Game Show
custody?
Network, 100% Game Show Network. I gotta get that match game. I gotta get that Newlywed game.
Awesome. So that's what Levi's gonna do for the next like
And
15 hours.
they give me some good drugs too, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sweet.
And I'm sure some nurses call your mom. And
Yeah.
how does that go?
But first, before they do that, I beg them not to because that would be a HIPAA violation. It would.
I think she probably gets called anyway.
Oh, I need that name and number of the nurse who did that because she's losing her license. But wait, can I act under pressure or like manipulate people into not calling first?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Okay. Luckily, I just became more charming overnight, so this is fun. I rolled a 9.
You have to do something for Nurse Jackie.
Oh my god. Jackie. Hey.
Hey. Oh.
Okay. The role of this NPC will now be played by JJ. You get to be the nurse who he's trying
Nurse
to manipulate
Jackie.
into not Nurse Jackie. Who he's trying to manipulate into not telling his mom.
Oh. It's not gonna go so well for you.
Well, it's not gonna go so well for you if you do. I'm just saying.
That's okay.
You have to.
Oh. I'm not really gonna be the NPC. So.
Okay.
Hey Jackie, like, please don't call my mom. Thank you.
I don't know what she would argue. Your mom's gonna be real worried when she finds out about this later.
Exactly. So let her be then instead of risking your job to tell her now.
I think
Andrew.
you should be the one to tell her then.
Okay, well, you can think that.
And she's just sort of like looking.
It's not your place to tell my mom.
She's just
I'm
kind
an
of
adult.
nudging the hospital phone to you.
Okay, I pick up the phone and I pretend to call my mom.
Mm.
Boop, 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 boop. Hey mom. Yeah, it's Levi. How you doing? Cool. So hey, guess what? I accidentally got shot, but I'm okay. And I'm in the hospital. Don't come, cause I'll be fine. I'm coming home tomorrow or something. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Jackie's here with me. It's fine. Okay, thanks. Goodbye.
She just shakes her head and walks off because she could tell.
Oh well. Anyway, the nurses hooked me up with some extra juices too.
I'm not sure that happens.
What, like apple juice? Yeah, why wouldn't
Oh,
they?
extra
I asked the nurse.
apple juice. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Like, 2 cartons instead of 1 for dinner.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm having a great time. I should get shot more often.
Yeah, you're living the life. Meanwhile, Zeke is in a jail cell. And how's that been going?
Hello?
And there's not a
Hey,
lot
wanna
of
come
like
on?
there's not a lot of like actual cells here because this is just like the little Makadewa part of the sheriff's office. It's not really it's more of a municipal building than it
Oh,
is.
it's just like a holding cell?
Yeah, pretty much. You're sort of you're not like in the lobby or anything. You can't really see the main lobby, but you're like sort of in a back hallway. But it's probably not too pleasant. And there's like a little cot in there, but not much else. I don't think you have any other cellmates. Maybe you do. Do you?
No, I'm so lonely.
Aw. And you already spent your call on
They won't.
Clotilde.
Yeah, they won't give me another phone call. There's like 2 numbers I can try in the wall. They say they'll give me a good time. I'm so bored.
Well, luckily you have one visitor show up. It's Deputy Dawn.
Don John.
Deputy Down, is it?
Now this is John Dawn.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Don John went to the hospital along with Don John. And Levi.
What do you want?
Let me think of a voice for him. Alright, listen up. It's time for your interrogation. We have some questions for you.
My interrogation? Sir, there's been no crime committed here. She pulled the gun on us, sir.
Yeah. Alright, come on. He sort of starts walking you over to an interrogation room.
All right, be gentle.
Alright. What we need to know is what you were doing in that room in the first place.
Oh, in the morgue? That room?
It's a yeah, we'll call it that.
Yeah. Well, you see, I mean, you can see the makeup still on my face, so I mean, I
Can
think
see
it's
that.
pretty obvious, but I'll spell it out for you anyway, I suppose. I mean, I was just gonna pose as a corpse and get pushed on down there, meet a few people, and kind of get to the bottom of this whole newspaper clipping business. You know, you heard about that whole zombie thing, officer?
This isn't the time to be asking me questions. How was
Well,
this? Now,
okay.
tell me, how was this supposed to get to the bottom of that?
Oh, well, we just need to talk to, what's her name? Some lady that works down at the morgue, some mortician, and, I mean, I wanted to get her first-hand account of the matter. See, we're kind of fledgling, hunters of a kind, sir. I don't know if you've ever heard of us, but, I mean, we know what we're doing probably better than you guys do, no offense. If there's anyone that can take down the sound of the breath, you're looking at him right now.
He just kind of stares at you for a second. What are you hunting?
Oh, well, all sorts of monsters around town, sir, but, most recently, this zombie plague.
Zombie plague.
Yeah, surely you've heard about this whole thing, right? It happened in your very building.
Now, what makes you think it's a plague?
Well, I mean, you know about zombies and everything, right? I mean, there's never just one, sir.
He actually kind of
Yeah,
looks.
dude.
He actually kind of looks freaked out just a little bit by that.
I mean, God forbid someone gets bit off, sir. It's gonna become a plague. I'm sure of that.
So, why didn't you just call up Dr. Marshfield in the first place? Why the disguise? What?
Well, that's an excellent question, sir. I'm not sure I quite have the answer, but it sounded real good at the time. And we didn't know if we were going to get her attention otherwise. This was the only way we could be sure.
And at what point did the gun come out?
The gun, well, I mean, that was pretty immediate, sir. When she unzipped my little corpse bag there and saw the whole zombie makeup. I mean, apparently it was really convincing, and as soon as she woke up, she was not happy about it, and she went on the offensive, that's for sure.
So, what walk me through what happened at that point.
Oh, well, we diplomatically tried to defuse the situation. We both put our hands up. I ended up flopping down to the floor on my belly just as a further sign of submission, really, but it didn't even matter to her. She still had the gun up, and my friend did really the only thing that there's possibly left to do there, and that was subdue the woman, you know? We didn't want anyone to get hurt.
So, monster hunting. Tell me about that.
We're speaking off the record here, right, sir?
He just kind of looks around and he's like, yeah.
No fucking way you are.
Well, all right then. Well,
Yeah. And he puts up a hand and he says, Deputy's honor.
oh, well, okay, in that case, sir, I'm sure you wouldn't go against your honor. Well, we fought all kinds of monsters in this town. It's kind of rife with it, if you ask me. Never seen anything like this, and there's been a big kraken out in the woods. There's been a bunch of honey people in some mansion outside town, and you know, we just kind of get wind of these things. I mean, word gets around town, and someone's gotta fight these afflictions that are plaguing Amakadiwa these days. And you have us to thank for those things being gone now.
Did you say a kraken?
Oh yeah, there's a kraken out in the woods. There might still be, honestly, but we have it at bay for now, sir.
You fought a kraken?
Oh yeah, it was a big son of a bitch. Lots of tentacles. We found a weird nest with some burning goo, and I don't know. You know, we burned it with a bunch of fire, and it seemed to not like that too much. And I mean, it's gone for the time being, at least, as far as I know.
Just kind of staring at you like, and
I can't believe you didn't know about any of this, officer.
and honey people.
Oh yeah, honey people. You know about the Honeywell mansion, right, sir?
Tell me about it.
Oh, well, yeah, there's a bunch of people that are, you know, made out of honey there. It's a big honeybee in the basement, man. That was a big son of a bitch, and we killed it. We killed it right away. No problem. It was nothing compared to the Kraken. We killed the honey people, too. I mean, a lot of them, anyway. I mean,
No.
I ate so much honey that day, officer. You wouldn't even believe it. It was delicious. I mean, I might still have some actually on my friend. I mean, if you can pay a visit. I mean, well, you know, under the table, you know.
Yeah,
I don't want to say robbery or nothing, but
under the
it's
table.
that good, that honey.
And
Yeah,
he
under
puts
the
up he
table.
puts up his hand again. Under the table. Who's your friend?
Oh, Toddy Villain.
And
He's
where might I find this toddy villain?
you know,
Good question.
that's a very good question, sir.
Where did we leave Toddy?
He might be back in my motel room right now, Chris. As far as I know.
Left him
I'm
under
sure
the
he's
bed.
around town somewhere. He's kind of too scared to leave me at this point.
I think we left him in the Honeywell basement jail. He's been crushed by rubble for 6 days. Actually, a lot longer than that.
Yeah, a month. But no, that's not what happened. But can you imagine? So it's you, Levi Fisher, and Toddy Villain. That's your team of monster hunters?
Yeah, that's the team. Yeah, that's all of us, sir.
Right. So how did you three become monster hunters?
Oh, well, to be honest, I don't really remember all the details, but we heard wind of some monsters out in the woods and kind of took it upon ourselves to investigate. I mean, there was some monetary incentive for sure, but I mean, mostly I feel like it was out of the goodness of our heart.
He just kind of looks at you. Monetary? Somebody's paying you to kill monsters and honey people?
Well, not so much the honey people, to be honest, but yeah, the big kraken. Yeah, we got, somewhere in the range, not to brag or anything, but 100 to 200 bucks, I think, off of that. So it's not bad money. It's more than I've ever seen, anyway.
He's just kind of staring at you like he doesn't know what to think of this.
But the zombie plague, man, it might be bigger and better than all of them, to be honest. I mean, this sounds like quite the threat to your town, sir. I don't know why you're not more concerned about it.
So, how do I protect myself against zombies?
Oh, well, we've got, we're just really laying the groundwork on this mystery right now, but...
Right, because that's
try
why
not
you
to
needed to.
convince her, really.
Alright. Well...
What happened to that guy anyway? The one that came back to life.
And he kind of thinks for a second. He's just like, well, assuming, and then he just sort of shuts up because he realizes he's not supposed to be sharing information with you in the first place.
Assuming what, sir?
It's none of your concern. Listen, the sheriff's department has this under control, 100%.
Under control, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Just like you had the Kraken and the Bumblebee under control, sir.
Well, the town is safe from both, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks to the faithful efforts of your monster hunting elite in town. How can you not see this, officer? If you don't share this information, it could be the death of Markadewa itself.
If you do want to try to get information out of him, I guess.
I mean, it would have to be fervor, right?
Yeah, I would say fervor, and then once you get him talking, investigate a mystery probably.
That's an 8.
All right. So what are you doing to this man to intimidate
I
him?
mean,
Just
verbal threats of his town being overrun by zombies work, or does it need to be more physical?
I think it needs to be slightly more physical. It needs to be like something coming from you, I think. Because you're trying to like show off like how tough you are and how.
Yeah, true. Well, Sarah,
It doesn't have to necessarily be a threat against him that you are going to hurt him, but sort of a show of force in some way.
well, sir, I've said all I can say about zombies over in this town and all, but really, if it comes down to it, if you don't tell me the information I need to know, I'm going to come across this goddamn table. I don't care if my hands are cut behind my back. I will strangle you, sir, because I need this information, and I need it yesterday, really.
Oh my God.
I mean, if it takes one life to save an entire town, sir, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Okay, you got it. This guy's not exactly. He was actually. If you didn't sound like a complete crazy person, he would have been buying into that a lot more. So he's not exactly competent. He just kind of looks around. Okay, off the record for real this time. All right, just ask.
Yeah.
For real?
Wait, for real?
Just here, just ask me what you're gonna ask me. All right. So investigate a mystery.
Alright, well, that's a 6.
Oh shit.
Did we really expect
Something
him
you
to be
really
that good
hate
at
to
it?
see.
I'd say you could still ask him some questions, but you're not gonna get anything too good out of it.
Well, I mean, the main question on my mind, sir, since I have your attention, is I really needed where that zombie ran off to.
Well, didn't run off.
It did run off.
Oh, God damn it, Zeke. Pay attention.
Run off, huh? Man, wait until the rest of them hear about this.
I don't even think there was a zombie in the first place.
What happened to that man?
He got shot.
I really need. Yeah, he got shot, but after he came back to life.
No, he got shot after he came back to life.
He's dead?
Well, supposedly he came back to life. I think. Well, we'll
So
see.
the mortician's a murderer.
No, he was
How
already
is she
dead.
not being tried?
He was already dead when she went in there.
So you do agree that there are zombies in this town, then?
No, I think she shot a corpse.
You think she shot a corpse?
Yeah.
Who the?
I don't know. It's not the weirdest thing that's ever happened in this town.
Alright, well, fair enough. Has there been any other cases? Such as this one?
What, of the coroner shooting corpses? No.
Well, no, just, generally dead coming back to life, or people thinking that the dead came back to life, anyway.
Somebody at the docks thought they killed a fish and then the fish came back to life or something. Knocked him in the head once.
Well, to be fair, that's
That was
happened to
like
me before, but...
Yeah.
But that is interesting, Deputy.
Yeah, it's about all I ever heard.
Alright, well, in that case, sounds like an open shop case to me. I mean, the zombies are dealt with.
He's just like, yep.
Unless the
so-
morticians hide in by a wound to be fair. You don't think.
He's got a stare saying. He's got.
I would
There's like
check
this
on that,
slight.
sir.
There's a slight bit of doubt in his stare.
Check her arms at the very least. They would be the first point of attack, sir.
Well, all right. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll do that? Deputy?
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay, well, report back to me when you hear more about that. You got that? The name is Zeke, if you didn't catch it.